Good morning, everybody. This topic right here is about basically um, what I had talked about on my talk show as far as, excuse me, I had said that, having a relationship is just like a job application. You got to do your background checks and things like that. But when you're out on a date or a potential date, someone that you're interested in, they get to telling you that they're faithful. Um, they tell you about they're not cheaters. They wouldn't hurt you. Uh, they only have sex with one person, and that would be you. They're not like that. They wouldn't do anything like that. They don't have anger issues and things like that. So basically, you all into this relationship for about 6 months to a year. And when you into that relationship, come to find out that person lied. That person lied on that application, that interview that you all had. He lied or she lied to get you. That's the reason that they lied. Now come to find out they're cheaters. They're having sex with other people. They're sitting up here doing all of that. Why are they doing that? Why did they do that? They did that to get you. So my thing to you is, don't sit up there and be so gullible. Don't be so naive. Don't sit up there and try to change that person now. Don't sit up there and try to change them, because now it's too late. They lied to get you. They lied on that job application, so now they're fired. You have to fire them now. And not only that, my thing is that you look at these toxic relationships that people are in, or that you could possibly be in. And, people sit up there and talk about men and women, but mostly men. Men want that woman to be their peace. They say, oh, I need peace. Oh, God, I need peace. I need peace. Are you my peace? Or you are my peace? I want you to be my peace. I want you to save me. Really? How can you expect for someone or the person that you with to be your peace when you're not doing peaceful things for that person to give you peace? Think about that. You want somebody, you don't want them to be your peace. You want them to not speak when you're doing things. When you're doing things wrong, you don't want them to react and tell you what you're doing or what you have done. You want somebody to be, as I say, submissive. Don't speak. Don't say nothing about the things that you do. That's your peace. As long as you can find that person not to call you out on your mess, then that'll be peaceful for you, right? No, that's not peaceful for you. That's somebody that you built. That's not someone that God made. You want somebody that you want to build, that you want to be able to put together. Impossible ain't gonna never happen. You ain't never gonna find nobody like that on not this earth. So my thing to you is, if you want your peace, then you got to give peace. And you won't hear nobody say anything about the mess that you're doing. See, I want to use the bad words, but I'm not going to say that. You want somebody to not call you out on your mess that you do. And if you don't want nobody to call you out on your mess, don't give out mess. Because people have a right to speak up because they want peace. And if you call people out on their mess that they do, talk about it. See if you can fix it. But realize you can't fix that person. You can only fix yourself. Run away. Run away. Because you don't need nothing like that or no one in your life like that. Trust me. So my thing to you is find yourself, fix yourself, find out who you want to be with. Don't look at what they can give you, how they can give it to you. Look at what you got. Look at what you have. Because I guarantee you, you're nowhere where you was last week or a month ago or a year ago. You done moved forward in your life. And you might say, well, I need somebody to move forward with me. No, you don't. You need you. You need God to continue in pushing you forward. I always like to tell people, find yourself before you can find somebody else. You can't pick and choose who you need to be with, but you can pick and choose or who you need to be for yourself. And as long as you can love yourself first and foremost, you will be able to love someone else in the correct way that you want to have that love. Don't have a relationship with someone that you know that can do for you. You know, they say, you know, a good man, you always find that great woman right beside them. But how is that if you're not great for yourself? I know some men, I have talked with some men, matter of fact, that have said to me, Vanessa, you know, my wife or my girlfriend did this or she didn't do that, or, you know, come to find out that, you know, she's like this. That's because in that relationship, like I said earlier in this conversation, that application, you saw all the great pictures simply because that's what they wanted to show you in the beginning of the relationship, because they wanted you then. And then come to find out 6 months later on down the road, or even a year, now they're a whole totally different person. Or they can't handle now what they already knew about you in the beginning. Now they just want to give up, forgetting the fact that you got feelings, that you got hurt because they did and said all this and that. Or you don't have something that they need now, or they wanted then and wanted to see whether or not if you would change. No, you're still the same person. There's no changing. The only thing different is they changed. You didn't change. They changed. They changed into something that you needed to see in the beginning of the relationship. You needed to see that when y'all was dating. You needed to see that when you had laid down that application on that table for them to fill out, and you saw all the credentials that you needed in your life, but all of it was a lie. People need to quit basing relationships on give and take. And they also need to quit basing relationships on love, because ain't no such thing as love. It's not love. It's who they are that you love about what they do. That's what you love. Like I said in all the talk shows that I've done so far, all of this is combined into one. People need to learn as they go. I'm still learning. Because with my relationship, oh my God, it's a humdinger. I'm still learning. And every one of us still learn. Excuse me. But most and foremost, what I'm really concerned about is some of the men in Nigeria have been with the women in the United States that got married, supported everything that they needed to do on their end. And once they got over to the United States, the women left them. The women left them, which was kind of weird to me. You know, I mean, I know a couple that actually was together for like 2 years, and he supported her. He supported the relationship. Lived in Nigeria. He did. 2 kids. Got over to the States, and she left him. She had 2 kids by him as well. But she left him. She put him out. Why? I don't understand. But, you know, and then there's some men that still in Nigeria going through the process of trying to get over to the United States, and the woman don't want them anymore. What's wrong with that picture? Is it because she found somebody else? 9 times out of 10, yeah. She couldn't deal with the dishing out the money all the time. That can happen. She was being the man in the relationship, and that's supplying all the needs financially and physically. Because physically, I say, because why I say physically is simply because the woman has to keep going over to Nigeria. So that's physical, mentally, physically, and financially. And it can be a burden. You know, if the woman leaves in the relationship and dealing with the Nigerian man, it is a burden. It's a great deal of a burden for the woman. It is very stressful, because not only does the woman have to take care of the man abroad, she also has to take care of her home here. If she has children, she has to take care of her kids. You know, she has to take care of her bills. You know, our bills over here, we pay once a month. Once a month. Whereas Nigeria has their bills once a year. I wish I could pay my rent once a year. My lease, my rent, where I live, once a year. Impossible. It's not going to happen here. Never happen here. Not once a year. So see, the women here, we do a lot. If we want a relationship in Nigeria, we literally do a lot. So the thing is that sometimes the relationship doesn't last because women get tired. They can't handle it no more. It's very stressful. It's not hard, but it's just stressful. It puts a toll on you. You know, you busting your butt for 2 households. And we all know that the Nigerian men, if they have a mother and a father, or they're the oldest child, senior child, they have to take care of their family too as well. They have to take care of their parents. So see, now that becomes also a burden for the woman in the States. Because now she got to, like I said, she got to take care of her family. She got to take care of the man that she's with in Nigeria, and she got to help take care of his family. So there's 3 households. It's a lot. It's a lot for a woman to deal with. And then some of these men wants to sit up here after they get to the States, after everything that this woman has done. Then they want to sit up here and go leave her once they get to the States. They want to leave her. After she didn't, put time, effort, and money. We work hard here. Now, me personally, I work 12 to 16 hours sometimes. 6 days a week. That's a lot of time. But me personally, I don't mind. But there are other women that they get tired. So, the thing is that some Nigerian men have to, give some of these women that's doing all of this, give them a little bit more. I don't know what you can give them, because you can't give them money, because you all really don't have it, but you do what you can when you can do it. I understand that part. But be a little bit more sympathetic emotionally. Not saying, if, or she wouldn't be like that, or she wouldn't act like that, or she wouldn't be so bossy if she wasn't doing all this for me over here or taking care of my family. True. Very true. But because the men in Nigeria, I said men in Nigeria, have given the women the pants to wear in the family, but yet and still the Nigerian man wants the woman to sit up here and be submissive. How's that possible? I'm a little confused. How you expect the woman to don't say that. Don't do that. That's embarrassing. So you place her in the man's spot, but when you all do something wrong, y'all don't want her to say nothing. That don't work like that. She gonna speak. She gonna say something. Because you all have put her in that position already. In the beginning of the relationship, yes, American women already know that, there are some men in Nigeria got into the relationship in the beginning of knowing already that they don't have this, that they don't have that they got this, they got a mother and a father, or they got children, they work at this place, or don't even have a job. And like I said, before, the men there and the women only make $25 to $100 a month. Unless, you got a business on your own, you a rapper or a singer or actor or actress or something like that big. But if you're just a regular old person just doing a regular old job, you hustling. We call that type of money hustle. We hustling. That's what we call it. That's our side money. See, we make X amount of dollars every hour. It's a flat rate pay every hour. You get, for an example, you make maybe $11.50 an hour. And if you work anywhere over 20 hours or 40 hours, 20 hours is part-time. Anything over 40 hours a week, you get paid time and a half. Holidays, you get paid double of what you was making. And now remember, an hour. You all don't make money. But yet and still, y'all stuff over there don't cost nothing. Ain't no way on God's given earth I can have a 5-course meal for $10. Y'all whole meals cost. Good morning, Snow. How are you? Y'all whole meals cost. One meal costs what, $2? We can't do that here. So what I'm basically saying is that when that's the reason when we come over there, you all think we're rich. That's good. I'm blessed too. Thank you. We're rich. No, we're not rich. We are not rich. We're struggling. We borrow from Peter to pay Paul. We pay our bills, and sometimes we have to call the bill company and make some type of arrangements or something. LOL, I didn't get it. Get what it? But the thing is that what I'm trying to explain to you, Nigerian men, and you're dating an American, or you want to date one, look at what she goes through in order to date you. Look at the hardship. Look at all of that she goes through to date you or want to marry you. She goes through a lot. Trust me, she does. And I can say that. Remember, anything that I say, either I done been through it or going through it. Been there, done that. I'm never going to speak on something that I never experienced myself. So I'm not talking off the top of my head about anything that I say. But all I'm asking is that Nigerian men, please be sympathetic with these American women, because they go through a lot to date you all. Have a nice day. Bye, guys.